and gets to within 3 metres.
And Scott Geddes, it's a front rower's night for scoring.
Now we go to Ben Walker, looking for a better kick for his outside men this time. Oh, it has been taken well. What a pass, what a try. South Sydney.
Good crack.
You know why big Scotty Geddes is so relieved that he scored a try? First one of the year, and he was the only South Sydney player tonight not to have scored a try all year, so he has avoided the dreaded nudie run on Mad Monday.
Yeah, I grew up in Mossvale, down in the Southern Highlands, and then I was lucky enough to play footy with a bloke by the name of Nathan Hindmarsh. There were some scouts down sort of looking, they were really impressed with him, and they said, oh, you're big mate over there, you want to bring him as well? And so I kind of tagged on the back of that. So I went to Parramatta for a couple of years. After that, I ended up at St George. So I had a few really good front rows ahead of me. I had like Jason Riles, Luke Bailey, Craig Smith. My old coach, Daniel Anderson, who was over at the Warriors at the time, he was pretty keen to get me over there. So I asked for a release from St George there, and then all of a sudden, South were looking for players, and thought it was a really good opportunity, and then come over to South as a 21-year-old.
We're also going to be seeing a young fellow, Scott Geddes, making his first grade debut as well.
Scott Geddes, the debutant. Welcome to the big time, says Terry Martin. Now being dragged back. Scott Geddes doing good work there.
There was a lot of good vibes around South being back in the comp, obviously. I was lucky enough to go down to Canberra, and we got out there cold Canberra night and got in a bit of a grind. I remember Paul McNicholas and Ruben Wiki got in a fight right in front of me.
Go forward, unable to do so. Excellent work from McNicholas. And it's on, McNicholas and Ruben Wiki behind play and going at it.
Didn't really know what to do, so I just sort of jumped back in the defensive line, but that was a big, welcome to first grade.
They're going to come up with their first win on their new NRL season that smiles all around for Craig Coleman and the South Sydney Rabbitohs. They have upset the Raiders here, winning by 8 points.
Lucky enough to grind out a win there, and it was South win back in the competition, and yeah, just the energy and atmosphere around that was unbelievable. For me, it was my 100th game for the Rabbitohs as well. Obviously, I wanted to go out and have a good game for that one, and being the last game of the year for us, wanted to get a good result. I hadn't got a try for that year. I was super keen to get off the nude run. I was chasing the ball around like a madman, and didn't get a hand on me until I hit the ground, and I think one of my teammates came over and elbowed me in the head and split my eye. So that was game number 100 for me. I think try number 5 of my career, and probably the last one, I think. And yeah, and then went on to Mad Monday after that. It was a ripper. It's very hard to talk about my career without talking about injuries, because I had surgery 15 times on different things, and the majority of them were pretty big ones, and happened early in the year. It wasn't really an option not to come back for me. Later on in my career, you'd start to ask a few questions like, is this worth it, and that sort of thing. As a player, I guess you always have that feeling that you've got unfinished business with the game, and you never ever really want to go out by an injury. I'd just usually get my calendar out and I'd sort of just look at this, okay, it might be 3 or 4 months. I'd have a look at the draw and mark that game off, and then just do my absolute best to get back out on the field. 2011, I did my Achilles without even touching the ball. I probably should have finished up after that one, because I was definitely a metre slower and everything when I came back. But I just had that thing in my mind that I didn't want to finish on the sideline, and felt like South were really built into something special as well. I wanted to be part of that. Like we had, Sam Burgess, Dave Taylor, Greg Inglis. We had a really, really good team. Obviously, being part of the Rabbitohs for so long and been battling for so long, I just wanted to be part of that success, and I believed back then we could win the premiership, and I thought it was going to come in 2011, 2012. Didn't quite come there. It took another couple of years, but I knew it was on the horizon, so I wanted to be part of that.
Sort of something that's been in the back of my mind for a fair while, but yeah, I've decided to hang up the boots at the end of the year.
To make that decision is one of the hardest things that you've got to do in your lifetime. It was a very clear moment for me though. I remember I ran out one night. I was just physically and I think just emotionally exhausted just from the whole journey of it. Got out on the field and I just blew out within sort of 3 or 4 minutes. Came off at the end of the night and I was like, I think I'm done. I had to sit down with Madge and let him know. We came up with a little bit of a plan and how we were going to move forward from there, and and that was it.
On a personal level, I just want to finish off the year strong and finish off my career. You know, I've yet to play in a finals series, so I'm really keen to do that and you know, hopefully go on a winning note with the boys.
Basically, the eve of the finals, we're all up in the room, and Madge was very good at this. Even if you weren't in the team, you always felt like you were part of it. I sort of got up and I just spoke about how important finals were and how much it meant to everybody at the club. And I actually never had the opportunity to play in an NRL final. We'd miss out every year, and the year we did make it, I didn't get picked in the team, which like really hurt me to my core, but it's all part of it. So I just had a bit of an honest moment with the boys and just let them know just how important it was to me and how important it was to everyone at the club. I'm very lucky to be part of the Rabbitohs firstly. Very lucky to play NRL football. The game takes a lot from you in terms of injuries and time missed with other things, but geez, it gives you a lot too. And I definitely think that game, it's always gives more than it takes.